Tubi, movies and live TV.
Yo, what up, Robert? Huh? What happened to your moderator status? I'm confused. Why aren't you mod? What's up, Sassy? How are you doing? Good to see you. You lost your account? Robert, how'd you lose your account? Is that the real Robert, though? That's what I don't know, if it's the real Robert. Robert, tell me. I don't know. I gotta make sure you're the real Robert. You gotta tell me some stuff of, like, that I would know. All right, Robert, you gotta answer a few questions. I don't know. Hold on. I don't know if you're the real Robert or not. Is a thing, man. How do you make the pizza? How do you make pizza? All right. As we get that, let's. We're gonna do countries. If you send like super chats, or if you send a super chat, I'll do a special name one. You're not the real Robert. I don't think you're the real Robert. Robert wouldn't say that. I don't think it's actually Robert, though. Because Robert knows how to make the pizza. He has a special pizza. All right, USA, here we go. All right, here we go. Let's get this one a spin, guys. Here we go, here we go. All right. All right, USA. There we go. There we go. All right, guys, I'm going to take some requests. I have to take requests from subscribers only. So all you got to do is let me know you're a subscriber, and then let me know the country that you want. Robert, tell me what goes on that pizza. Robert would know what goes on the pizza. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let's get it spinning. All right, guys, I am only taking requests from subscribers. What's up, Josh? How we doing? All right, we're going to get Canada added. Let's go. All right, next up is going to be New Zealand. All right, here we go. Here we go. You sub, do Japan. I got you. First, let's show Norway, though. All right, there you go, Norway. There you go. All right, here we go. New Zealand, let's go. Let's go. All right, New Zealand. Here we go. Here we go. You want merch? Would you actually buy merch if I made merch? All right, here we go. New Zealand. Oh, wait, I just did New Zealand. Hold on. This can be Japan. All right, Japan. I got you added. Do not worry. Here we go. Here we go. All right, New Zealand. There you go. There you go. Awesome. All right, guys. All right, Australia. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Guys, I will do names. I will do one special spin art at 50 likes, and I will be for one lucky subscriber in our lucky subscriber game. Other than that, I am not doing names. I'm doing countries. So, here we go. If you want your name done, send a super chat, and I will do your name. All right, here we go. Australia. There you go. There you go. All right, coming up next is going to be Canada. Let's go. Let's go. All right, here we go. Japan's in line. Do not worry. There's like 4 in line right now, so do not worry. All right, you got to be subscribed for your request to be read. So you have to say, I subscribed, and then your request. All right, if you don't say that, I will not do your country. All right, Canada. There you go. There you go. Awesome. Afghanistan, you are not subscribed. USA, you are not subscribed. You got to let me know you're subscribed. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. All right. Say that you subscribed and then your country's name if you truly subscribed. You subscribed, USA. All right. I can do USA because you subscribed. Thank you so much. Here we go. All right. Let's take a look at this one. Here we go. Here we go. Brazil. There you go. There you go. Awesome. I got you added, Japan. Do not worry. We got Uganda right now. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. What's up, Range? You subscribed. You want Portugal. All right. I got you guys. Portugal. All right. I got Portugal added to the line. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome, guys. Italy, let me know if you subscribed. If you did, I got you. All right. Here we go. Here we go. South Africa, let me get you added next. All right. Uganda. There you go. All right. Coming up next is Canada. All right. Let's get South Africa added to the line. All right, South Africa, got you added to the line. The first person to send a super chat will get their name or their handle on this circle. So, here we go. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, Canada. There you go. There you go. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Coming up next is going to be Japan. Let's go. All right, guys. If you see any super chats or gifts come in, let me know. Because if I miss it, I don't want to miss those. So let me know. Let me know. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome, guys. Let's take a look at this one. Here we go. Awesome. There you go, Japan. There we go. There we go. All right. Next up is going to be USA. Let's go. I don't know where Tiny Bean is. I don't know. He didn't come in yet. Robert, are you still in here? All right. We're trying to figure out if it's the real Robert or not. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome, guys. Let's get some more countries added. Let's add USA for sure. All right, you have to be subscribed to me for me to take your request. You have to let me know if you're subscribed and then your request. Puerto Rico. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. USA. There we go. There we go. All right, next up is going to be Portugal. We're going to do a little bit of green with red for Portugal. All right, let's go. Let's go. Awesome, Portugal. Let's get that one spinning. Let's get that one started. Here we go. You subbed. You want Italy. I got you. All right. Portugal. There you go. There you go. All right, coming up next is going to be South Africa. Hold up, someone's at the door. Let me go check it real quick. All right, I'm back. Nobody's there. Just had to make sure. Don't want to get robbed. All right, we are back. Do not worry. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Did I miss anything in the chat? Oh my goodness. All right, coming up next is South Africa. Let's get this one spinning. Here we go. Here we go. All right, you want Canada? You subscribe. Thank you so much, Canada, for subscribing. I'll get you added. Josh, you got merch, you said. Would you actually buy merch if I make merch? That's the real question. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, South Africa. There you go. There you go. Awesome. Next up will be USA. Here we go. Here we go. All right. All right, red, white, and blue for USA. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Your mom doesn't allow you to what? Oh, to buy merch. All right, USA. There we go. There we go. I don't know if we're gonna do merch yet. You should put it. Well, you have a great design. Let's see it. If you put it in the community, I'll take a look. All right, guys. Here we go. Here we go. All right, I'm only taking requests from subscribers. Afghanistan. Thank you for being a subscriber. I got you. All right. Let me spell this correctly though. All right, Afghanistan got you added to the list. Next up is going to be Canada. Let's go. Let's go. All right, Puerto Rico. All right, guys, in 5 more likes, I'm going to choose 1 lucky subscriber in our lucky subscriber spin art game. If you want to play, you have to be subscribed. All right, let's go Canada. Here we go. All right, here we go, here we go. All right, we'll do one for Spain because they are in the World Cup. So, here we go, Spain, added to the line. Let's go, let's go. All right, guys, I'm going to choose 1 lucky subscriber, so I'm going to do Italy. But in our lucky subscriber game, Canada, there you go. All you have to do right now is let me know if you're a subscriber and then your name. And I will choose one of you guys from the stream. All right, let's go. I'm going to choose 1 name after I do this one. And remember, you have to be subscribed. All right, you want USA. I got you. I'll get you added real quick. We're going to do another one of these at 100 likes. So if you don't win, do not worry. We'll do another one at 100 likes. All right, here we go. Here we go. 1 lucky subscriber will be chosen. Can put your names in there and let me know if you're subscribed. Let's go. Let's go. All right, Australia, I got you added to the line. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Hold up. Italy. There you go. There you go. All right, Nathaniel is our lucky subscriber. Thank you, Nathaniel. Let me make sure I spell that correctly. Here we go, Nathaniel. All right, Nathaniel. Here we go. All right, here we go. Nathaniel, let's get it spinning, my guy. Here we go, here we go. All right. Nathaniel, here we go, here we go. There you go, Nathaniel. I hope you enjoy it. All right, you want Ireland. You're subscribed. I got you, Ireland. Let's get yours on the list. Ireland. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. All right, guys, you got to let me know if you're subscribed and then send the country name. So all these countries coming in are not valid because no one is subscribed. So here we go. Here we go. All right, let's get this one spinning. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, next up is going to be World Cup. Spain. All right, here we go. Afghanistan. There you go, there you go. Guys, you got to let me know if you're subscribed. I'm only taking it from subscribers. So, I just see requests like Bangladesh, Spain, but you guys aren't letting me know if you're subscribed. Here we go. Red and yellow for Spain. Here we go, here we go. Awesome, let's get this one spinning. Let's go, let's go. Next up will be USA. All right, here we go, here we go. All right, there you go, Spain. There you go. Awesome. Next up is USA. Here we go. Let's do a red, white, and blue for USA. Here we go. All right, let's go, let's go. Skylar for Ireland, he subbed. All right, Ireland, I got you added. Do not worry. Norway subscribed. All right, Norway, I got you as well. You're subscribed, Iraq. All right, Iraq, thank you so much for subscribing. I got you added. Here we go, here we go. USA, you subscribed. Thank you, USA. All right, here we go, here we go. All right. USA, there we go, there we go. All right, Australia coming up right now. Let's go, Australia. Let's loot a little bit of yellow with some green. All right, here we go, here we go. You subscribed, UAE. All right, I got you, UAE. Perfect. Got you added to the line. Here we go. All right, Turkey subscribed. I got you, Turkey. All right, here we go, here we go. All right, here we go, here we go. All right, next up is going to be Ireland. Austria, I see you in the chat. I got you. Do not worry. Ireland, let's go. All right, Austria. Got Austria added to the line. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Here we go. All right. Here we go. I got $1.99 for Ukraine, and I will write your username underneath it. Ukraine. Thank you so much for sending that. Let's see. ILR. Oh my gosh, your username's so long. I like it though. 6KP. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's get that one going for you. All right. Ireland. There you go. There you go. All right. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Let's take a look. Ukraine. There you go. There you go. Hold up. There we go. I think that's better. Hold up. All right. All right. All right. Here we go. Norway is up next. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Norway. Let's go with the red. And, of course, you sent another one. Did you send another super chat? All right, hold up. Let's do a Danny L. Oh my gosh, hold up. Hold up, guys. We're gonna do a special one for Danny because he sent another super chat. All right, here we go. Here we go. Awesome, guys. Here we go. Norway, there you go. All right. Here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, this one has your username and then this country on the bottom. So, there you go. There you go. Awesome, awesome. Here we go. All right, Iraq. Here we go. Let's get this one spinning. Let's go. Let's go. All right, Iraq. There you go. There you go. Awesome, guys. Here we go. USA coming up next. Guys, do not worry. If you want your name done or if you want to skip the line, you just have to send a super chat like our friend and you will skip the line. So, here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Awesome, guys. Let's get this one spinning. Here we go. I'm only taking requests from subscribers. So, you got to let me know if you're a subscriber when you let me know your country. Brazil, you didn't let me know if you're a subscriber. All right, USA. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Next up is going to be UAE. Here we go. Awesome. All right. Here we go. Cody, I don't know what that is. Brazil, you got to let me know if you're subscribed. Can I do Canada? You're subscribed. Yes, sir. You're subscribed. I got you. All right. Here we go. Canada, added to the line. Thank you for subscribing. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, UAE. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Next up is Turkey. Here we go. Awesome. Turkey's a cool spot. I was there like 2 months ago or something at this point. I can't even keep track, but I was there this year. It's pretty cool. You just subscribed. Can I do Australia? Of course. Thank you, Australia, for subscribing. I got you. Greetings from Germany. Wow. You're subscribed from New Zealand? Of course, New Zealand. I got you. Thank you for subscribing. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Turkey. There you go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Austria. All right, Austria. Let's go. Here we go. You're subscribed from Canada. Can I do Jamaica? Sure. I'll do Jamaica, and I'll write Canada right below it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Next up is going to be Canada. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, Austria. There you go. All right, next up is going to be Canada. Here we go, Canada. Let's go. All right. Let's go. Let's get this one spinning. Moldova. Oh, where's that? Moldova. All right. You're subscribed. I got you added. Do not worry. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Canada. There you go. There you go. Here we go. Next up will be Australia. What's good, Tiny Bean? Welcome to the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What is this one? Australia. We got spinning. You guys got a cool lake in Australia. Pink Lake. I don't know if you've been. I've always wanted to go. But let's add a little bit of pink to that pink lake. I say it every time, but it's true. All right. Yo, Argentina. You subscribed. All right, Argentina. Thank you for subscribing. I got you added to the line. All right. Here we go. Here we go. You're at the beach. Nice, man. Australia. There you go. There you go. All right. Coming up next is New Zealand. And then Jamaica with Canada beneath it. So, Jamaica with a little bit of Canada sign on it because the person requesting Jamaica is from Canada. All right. Here we go. Let's make New Zealand pretty cool. I don't know. Felt like putting extra paint on that one. All right, guys. Let's keep this going. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Jamaica, let's go, let's go. All right, guys, put in the chat your name and if you're a subscriber. So that's all we need, and you have a chance for Lucky Subscriber Spin Art. Here we go, here we go. All right. There we go. Let's get it spinning. Connor. I got you, Connor. Thank you for being our lucky subscriber, Connor. Thank you so much. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Jamaica with Canada on there. There you go. There you go. Awesome, guys. Here we go. Connor won lucky subscriber spin art, guys. Do not worry. Connor is our winner of lucky subscriber spin art. Here we go. Here we go. Guys, we'll do another one at 150 likes for lucky subscriber spin art. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Brazil, you're not subscribed. France, you're not subscribed. You got to let me know if you're subscribed if you want a chance for your country to be done. All right. Brazil's not subscribed. All right. Here you go. Connor, thank you so much for being a subscriber. Moldova, you're subscribed. Yes, you are coming up next. And then it's going to be Argentina. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Bangladesh, you are not subscribed. All right, Spain, I got you. Thank you for subscribing. All right, here we go. Here we go. You're subscribed, Thailand. Thank you so much, Thailand. I got you added. All right, Moldova. There we go. There we go. All right, Argentina coming up right now. Let's go. Let's do just blue and white because they got those stripes on their jerseys, blue and white. Let's go. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, let's take a look. All right, Argentina. There you go. There you go. What's up, Ethan? How you doing? All right, Spain. Here we go. Here we go. Spain, let's get a little bit of yellow with some red. All right, here we go. Guys, don't just send flags. Send the country name. I can't see the flags all the way. So, you got to send the country name. And you got to let me know if you're a subscriber. We're only doing subscribers right now. All right, Spain. There we go. All right, coming up next is going to be a Thailand. Let's go. Let's go. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Oh my goodness, that turned out so cool. Look at Thailand. All right. All right. You know what? I feel nice. I'm going to do one lucky subscriber, and that lucky subscriber is Ethan. Ethan, thank you for being a subscriber. I got you with lucky subscriber spin art. Thank you, Ethan. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. You subscribed. You want the United States? All right. I got you. All right. USA coming up. All right. Here we go. Canada. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Ethan. There you go. Thank you, Ethan. All right, Canada coming up. And then next up will be USA. Messed up the order, so I apologize, but I will get USA right after we do this one. Here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's take a look at this one, guys. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's take a look. Oh my gosh, Canada. There you go. All right, now we're gonna do the USA red, white, and blue by popular demand. Let's get it going. All right, red. The unicorn out? I don't even know if we have a unicorn. Let me look. I don't have a unicorn. We'll do, let's see, whatever this is. Hold up. Let's see what this is real quick. What do you guys think this is? Antlers or what? What is this? Oh, it's like a deer. Oh, it's like a deer, I think. Oh my gosh, that's pretty cool. All right, guys. Whoever sends, the first one to send a super chat will get this deer. All right, first one to send a super chat. All right, here we go, here we go. Put that off to the side. Here we go, USA, the USA. All right, guys, I'm only taking requests from subscribers, so you gotta be a subscriber and let me know that you're a subscriber. Brazil, you're not a subscriber. This is not AI. We will do USA. All right, here we go, here we go. Do USA again. Here we go, here we go. All right. Here we go. Iran's not subscribed. Brazil's not subscribed. Subscribers only. All right, here we go, here we go. All right, next up is going to be Canada, USA. There you go, there you go. Awesome, Canada coming up right now. Let's go. All right, let's go, Canada. Let's go. All right, here we go, here we go. Awesome, guys. Let's get this spinning. Here we go. All right, guys. You have to be subscribed for me to read your request. So, Brazil, you're not telling me if you're subscribed or not. So, we are not doing Brazil. All right. Here we go. Here we go. I'm reading the chat. I did not see people that are subscribed. So, all right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Canada. Here we go, here we go. Hey, Josh, we are not doing a Discord. I apologize, my guy. We are only going to do it in the community. So if you can get in the community, well, I'll take a look. If you can't, no worries. I totally get it. All right, Japan. All right, let's get Japan added. All right, they said specifically Tokyo. All right, let's get it added. All right, here we go, here we go. Let's go, let's go. Awesome, here we go. Norway. Awesome, let's go, Norway. There we go. Awesome, next up is going to be the Netherlands. All right, here we go. Let's go. All right. Let's get that one spinning. Let's go. Awesome. Gamer's back. What's up? Welcome back. All right, you subscribed. You want USA? All right, I got you. I got USA added in here. Switzerland, I got you. All right, Switzerland is added in the chat as well. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome, guys. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, my goodness. There we go. There we go. Alright, guys, I'm only taking requests from subscribers. So you gotta let me know you're subscribed and then your request. If you want a chance for me to even look at your chat. So, I'm only looking at chats from subscribers, and that's the only way you have a chance for me to do your spin art. I'm not guaranteeing it, but that's how you have your chance. You subscribed, you want Portugal. Alright, Portugal, I got you added to the list. Alright, here we go, here we go. Alright, here we go. Japan, there you go, there you go. Awesome, next up is going to be USA. Let's go, let's go. Alright, red, white, and blue. Here we go. Alright. Red, white, and blue. Let's go. You subscribed. You want Finland. Alright, Finland. I got you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get you added to the list. There we go. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Alright, USA. There you go. There you go. Alright, next up is going to be Switzerland. We're going to do a red and white for Switzerland. Let's get it spinning. Come on, guys. Red and white. Alright, get that one spinning. Guys, I'm only taking requests from subscribers. If you want a chance, let me know you're subscribed, and then your country. Alright, Brazil. Thank you for being a subscriber. Alright, let's get that one added. And I see a Michigan. Alright, we can do Michigan. I got you. Alright, Michigan is added. Alright, let's take a look at this one, guys. Here we go. Alright, Switzerland. There you are. There you are. Alright, up next is Portugal. Let's go, Portugal. Alright, we're going to do a little bit of green with some red with that one. Come on now, let's get Portugal going. Alright, green and red. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go, there we go. Alright, next up is going to be Finland. Let's go. Alright, let's get this one spinning. Here we go, here we go. Alright, here we go. Portugal. There you go, Portugal. Alright, here we go. Finland up next. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Finland. What do we do for Finland? I think we need a little bit of light blue. With a little bit of red, a little bit of black, a little bit of white. Alright, Finland, let's get that one spinning. Here we go, here we go. Awesome, Finland. Here we go. Alright. Let's go. Finland, there you are, there you are. Awesome. Alright, next up is going to be Brazil. Here we go, here we go. Alright, Brazil. Here we go. Alright, here we go, here we go. Let's go. Armenia, I got you. Armenia has just been added to the list. Here we go. Argentina. Alright, just added you to the list as well. Here we go, here we go. New Zealand. Alright, here we go. Iran. Alright, I got you added to the list as well. Here we go, here we go. Alright, here we go. Let's take a look. Brazil! There we go, there we go. Alright, guys, if you want a chance for your spin art to be done, you have to be subscribed, and you have to let me know you're subscribed. So, here we go, here we go. Awesome, guys, let's go, let's go. You subscribed, you want Spain. Alright, we can get Spain added to the list. I got you. Alright, Spain has just been added to the list. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Wait, hold up, hold up, hold up. There we go. Perfect. Alright, Michigan, there we go, there we go. Awesome, Armenia coming up. Let's go, Armenia. Alright, Armenia, here we go. Iran, I got you added to the line. Do not worry, do not worry. You subscribed, you want Canada. Alright, Canada's being added to the line right now. Here we go, here we go. Alright, here we go. Armenia. Alright, here we go, here we go. Alright, let's go. Get this one going, let's go right now. Alright, here we go, here we go. Ecuador, you're subscribed. Thank you so much, Ecuador, for subscribing. I got you added right now. Here we go. Alright, here we go. No way that she's been subscribed since she was 2. Alright, there we go, because we just started this YouTube like 3 months ago. That's a lie. Alright. Here we go, here we go. Alright, you subscribed, you want Jamaica. I got you, Josh. Jamaica, add it to the line. I got you, I got you. Nah, she has not been subscribed since she was 2. We haven't even been around that long. Alright, there you go, there you go. New Zealand. All right, coming up next is going to be Spain. Here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. Missouri, you gotta let me know if you're subscribed, and then let me know your request. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Argentina. I think I got you in the list, don't I? I already did Argentina. We just did it. Argentina. There you go. There you go. Iran, I got you in the list. Do not worry. All right. Spain. There we go. There we go. Canada. Here we go. Canada. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Here we go. Awesome. Let's get this one spinning. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Here we go. Canada. There you go. There you go. All right. Coming up next is going to be Ecuador. Let's go. Here we go. Ecuador. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. The first one to send a super chat will get their name on this deer. So, if you send a super chat, you'll get your name on the deer. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Ecuador. There you go. There you go. Guys, make sure if you have not liked or subscribed that we're subscribing. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Guys, make sure we're subscribing. Here we go. Blue and yellow for Missouri. All right. I got you. All right. Missouri coming up. Jamaica. All right. Here we go. I do names with color for at 150 likes. I'll do a lucky subscriber. In our lucky subscriber spin art game, we'll play a game with that. And then if you send a super chat, I will do your name with colors. So if you send a super chat, I'll let you know what colors we have, and then you can pick what colors you want, and then your name. All right, you want a blue and yellow. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, getting that one spinning right now. Let's go. All right, South Africa. Go Seahawks. Yes, sir. All right, Bangladesh. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. Netherlands. All right, Netherlands, you know what? You have skipped the line. Thank you so much, Netherlands, for being a loyal subscriber. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, Missouri. There you go. There you go. Awesome. Netherlands coming up right now. All right, I keep on getting the same request. I already did yours. I promise it. I thought I did, at least. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's not on my line. It wasn't my line before, but I don't know. Swear I did it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Netherlands. There you go. There you go. All right, here we go. South Africa. There we go. All right. Let's get it going. All right, here we go. Here we go. What are we doing? We're doing spin art. What are you doing? All right, there we go. South Africa. Awesome, awesome. Are any of the mods in the chat right now? Someone wants to respond to the chat about getting moderator. All right, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Josh, put it in the chat. All right, Montana. Let's get Montana going. All right, here we go. You didn't see Finland. We can do Finland again then. I did Finland, but that's all right. We got to add a couple more to the line anyway, so I got you. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, Montana coming up right now. Let's go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Sub, can I do Finland? Don't worry, Finland's in line. They're up next. Bangladesh, I just did yours. Here we go. Hold up. There you go, Bangladesh. All right, here we go. Montana. There you go. There you go. All right, guys, make sure you're liking and subscribing at 150 likes. So in 5 more likes, I'm going to choose one lucky subscriber in our lucky subscriber game. So all it is you have to be subscribed. And then at 150 likes, all you do is comment your name and that you're subscribed. And then I will choose one of you from the comment section. So here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Awesome. Finland. There you go. There you go. All right. Let's go. Let's go. All right. This one is going to be a Virginia. All right. Virginia. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Of course, happy to do it. Hope you enjoyed it. All right, let's take a look at Virginia. All right, there you go. There you go. All right, guys, make sure we're liking, make sure we're subscribing. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, my goodness, guys. We need to make sure we're liking and subscribing. We need both. Hyperbad, I don't even know what that is. All right, guys. Should we do some shout-outs? What do you guys think? All right, guys, I need to wipe this down real quick. So, I will do ones for people that send a super chat. All right. All right, guys. Let's see who's in here. Whoever sends a super chat will get a shout out. So, here we go. Here we go. What's up, Chris? How you doing? All right, who else is in here? Welcome, welcome to the chat. Welcome. Italy, what's up, Italy? All right, guys, I'm done with spin art. So if you guys send a super chat or a gift, I will do a verbal shout out right now. So here we go. All right, I'm going to go wash my hands real quick. All right, sounds good. Josh, sounds good, man. What are we doing here? We're hanging out, man. What are you doing here? You're new? Well, welcome. Good to have you. Hope you subscribe so you can come back, do some spin art. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to have you here. Usually we do like spin art and just have a good time here. So, and we usually do countries and stuff, and we'll do names kind of every 50 likes. So, yeah. So great to have you. Welcome. Oh, you make art too? Nice. What do you do? What kind of art do you make? That's really cool. I'm curious, what kind of art do you make? All sorts of stuff. That's pretty cool. Nice. Also, guys, you know what? If I get a super chat, I will go back. The first super chat I get, I will go back in the garage and I will do a spin art for you. So, the first super chat I get, I will do that. What's up? You're new. Well, welcome, welcome. It's a mess. My spin art or your art? I'm curious. My spin art's a mess, though. Not gonna lie. So, you said nice emoji though. I like that emoji, Tweety one. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. You might have to go to the beach now. All right. Well, you have fun. What's up, Lulu? I do remember you. CCRSNN. It's a mess. Your art or mine? I'm curious. If you're still in here though, I don't know if you've left. Hi, man. What's up? What's up? Good to see you. Yes, I remember you. What is up? Good to have you back in the stream. Yeah. I like the emoji though. I don't know what that emoji is. I don't know how you get that, but I like it. It's pretty cool. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Made a speaker table. Whoa. That is really cool. You got a lot of cool stuff going. That is awesome. Pretty cool, man. Are you on YouTube too, or what are you on? I'm curious. That's actually really cool. Guys, CCRSNN made a speaker table, tarantella table, giant tote bags. That's sweet. That's awesome. That's pretty cool, man. Whenever I just finished the painting thing, but if someone sends a super chat, I'll go and do a special one for them. So that's the only way I'm gonna go do it. You do digital art, nice. CCRSNN. What's your Instagram? I'm curious. I want to go look at it. I think it'd be cool to see. Here, my YouTube profile has this drawing I delivered to Kai. I'm gonna screenshot this real quick so I can look at your profile later. That's awesome, man. That's pretty cool. Pretty sweet. I respect it. Great job. Perfect. I'll screenshot that too. I'll take a look. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Take a look after the stream. Check it out. So, you should come back to some more of these streams. Great to have you. I'm in Washington State. So, but all right, guys, I'm going to get off here, though. All right, I will see you guys. Bye.